I was in an auditorium the other day, and one of the most dynamic speakers I've ever met went on stage. It was just after lunch. Everybody had way too much to eat, pasta and the likes, and the room was a little bit hot, a little bit warm, and the lights were low, and I thought, oh, everybody's going to be sleepy. And I anticipated that this speaker would get up and be bigger than life, and be louder than he ordinarily was, and do something huge to startle them back into being engaged with him. And it wasn't the case at all. Instead, he started very slow and low, and he went along for a little while, just very slow and low. And then after a little while, he picked up a little speed, and he told a couple of jokes, and he told a couple of stories. And then after that, he moved around a bit more, and he came into the audience a bit. And then probably 45 minutes into that, he got back to that same energy and drive and engagement that he had early in the morning. And I thought about that for must have been a dozen times, and I tried to figure out what he was doing. And then I came across this sales tip. Of course, I've seen it before, but this sales tip where they said pace and lead, pace and lead. And pace and lead means that you go to where your audience is and you pace with them. You get them in sync. Humans have a natural tendency to want to be in sync with each other. It's almost, they almost can't not do it. They want to be in sync with each other. So you'll have an opportunity to work with that. If you go into an auditorium and a lot of people have their arms crossed and they didn't want to be here and they're hostages and somebody else made them come, I didn't even want to come here today. I want to be. If you have a lot of people like that, then you need to start with where they are, you know. And like I said, people have a natural tendency to need to sync up with each other. So if you go in there and you see everybody's like this and you do the same thing, now you're in sync. All right, so you're paced with them. Now you kind of loosen it a little bit, and then you loosen it some more, and see if you can't get them to go along with your nonverbals. Okay. So how do you use this in your presentations? Well, one, you need to be aware of where they are. As this speaker was I was just talking about, he was aware of where everybody was. And two, you go to where they are, non-verbally, verbally, you go to where they are and you become like them. And so if everybody's in the audience and they're like this, and they didn't want to be here in the first place, and they're all just grumbling and going, I didn't want to be here, I don't know why I'm even here, you know, and you got it like that, then go there, go be like they do, stand on stage like this. And then talk about dissatisfaction. Talk about how it's just, some of this is just so difficult to listen to and you just don't think. And then as soon as you kind of get them nodding, it's another sales technique, is get them saying yes. This stuff is tough, right? Yeah. And you guys are full plate people. You've got so much on your plate that you don't want to listen to one more thing, right? So you go where they are and get them saying yes, absolutely, I agree with you, I agree with you, I agree with you, I agree with you. And then loosen up. And over time, become more open and watch them and see if they don't do that as well. It's called pace and lead and is a really great technique. It takes a little bit to get there. You're not going to get it the first time, but don't try to jolt them out of their lethargy, or don't try to drag them out of their reluctance. Go where they are and lead them with a little bit at a time, and over time, they should follow you, because we, as I said, we have a natural human tendency to want to sync up with others. So I hope this helps. I'm always eager to hear what you have to say. So if you would, please send me an email, message me, let me know what you think. Thanks for your time.